Hello YouTubers, thank you for joining into Microsoft Intune training series, and this is going to be the part 4. You could watch the other parts if you're interested, and also check out other 3 parts which are within this video description. And we will be working within this video about Android Store applications for the deployment and also built-in application deployment for Android devices, and also we will be working with corporate devices that are two different types, like fully owned managed and dedicated devices, and also kiosk devices. We will be working on those configurations for enrollment with the admin side as well as the end user point of view. So it's all about the complete end-to-end experience that we are going to witness. If you're visiting for the first time, please do subscribe and click on that bell icon to get more notifications, and share this videos with Intune community. That being said, let's begin.
So I'm just clicking on sign in button. Now this is a normal process within the company portals. The same steps you will be seeing on any end users enrollment process. So there are 3 steps, right? The first thing is, if you see here, what we are trying to do is a company name. This has been customized. If you remember the day 1 or day 2, we tried our logo as with the logo and the name and the color purple, what we have chosen. Now it is trying to enroll with the 3 different steps. So now within this, you have 3 steps. The first step is creating your work profile, activating the same work profile, and updating the device settings. So this is where the third step, it actually measures the complaints issues. In case if this device is not falling up to the standards, it will enforce by giving here a notification, and also within the company portal as a red color. Okay, so I'm just gonna begin. So here it says that from an endpoint point of view, end user point of view, the privacy statement, what your company can see, what your company cannot see. So your company cannot see the calls that you make from an end user point of view, web history, location, email, text, contacts, passwords, calendar, camera roll, all these things you cannot see. I mean, company cannot see on a personal device. But what company can see is, company can see your mobile model, serial number, operating system, work applications that you pushed from managed applications or from your Intune console, and the owner of the device, device name, manufacturer, and the phone number only for the corporate devices. Okay, click on next to continue. So this is a statement that just shows. Okay, if it is a corporate enrollment, the same things will be shown in a different way, like a slide bar view. It would be shown. I'll be showing that when we do that. So just continuing. So it is setting up your work profile. So this is the way it says that, hey, this is a work profile. So you are gonna get is a isolation. You see this the bar which is coming. It's kind of separation between your work and personal things. Okay, are you ready to accept that personal? Yes, then continue. So the icon, whenever you get it, this icon is reserved for Google Android Enterprise for Work. This is basically icon. So this is trying to set up.
So when I click on continue, it's going to take it to the second step for the registering your device, and this might take some time, and this time I'm actually sharing my full screen so that you could see how I'm doing it with the help of a tool called App Power Mirror.
It is going for the registering into the company portal. Yeah, you see your device, update device setting, because this device does not have a password. So it's just coming update. You need to update your device passcode, because this device I set it without the passcode. Okay, so that's why it's saying that you need to set the policies, and also it is coming up automatically. Some of the applications are coming up, all of that. Okay, anyway, now it is asking for us the, are we going this for the bring your own device or sales team or corporate? These are the categories that we have done. Okay, and if you remember the terms and condition, it was not asking even, because we have already acknowledged on one of the device. It's still loading. You can see the second step is done. Now update device settings. So I'll just click on continue here. Okay, now it says that, hey, you don't have a password, which is you need to set it this. If you don't know how to resolve, click on here. So this is again coming back from a complaints point of view. It is immediately showing the complaints problem. So resolve, if I just click on resolve this button, resolve, then it will take it to this page where I need to set the passcode. So I'll just set some passcode here, like let's say ABC.
Set the password and click on continue button, and this takes some time. So I'm just fast forwarding this.
It's just checking for all the complaints policies in the backend, and we could see. So if I just scroll down, and just minimize that, in the backend it will go on. But if you see here, within this, there's a folder got created called work with a notification just now, and you see here everything got locked. So locked means it is coming from a company portal or company applications, and you see whatever we have pushed, it is coming as a mandatory application like a Teams and Outlook. Okay, you can see here within the Play Store, only within this Play Store, whatever the applications that we published here. If you remember, we published here the applications. So I'll just put it here a little bit. I move. So the applications, whatever we have published or onboarded or synced with the Google Play, so that applications only will be visible in this Play Store. So what is this? This is a Play Store for company. Okay, so you can search your applications. So in case if I approve some other application, let's say the PowerPoint, in this case, it is not mandatory what we have defined. We defined as available. So the user can go ahead and click on install so that it gets installed. Okay, so this is a normal case. So let's say if I want to access maybe Teams, I can just click on Teams icon. If I have Outlook or the license for the Teams, I should be able to log in. Yeah, so I have a license, Teams, so I'm able to log in with a Chris account. Okay, same thing goes here. I think yeah, if you just go to other applications, same Outlook. I'm just trying to add account. Here, the Chris specific email, app confirmations, confirm your email. So this is the normal behavior. Let's go back to the console and see how this looks. So I'll just minimize this. Any doubts in the enrollment process for now? Only for the enrollment. Let me explain here few things. Here, a device got Chris account, device, personally owned work profile. What it is nothing but the personal device, right? So from the Android enterprise enrollment, the device type, somebody was asking how to identify. I'm just trying to show you. Here, you see here, this is a profile name it is showing. Okay, in this tab. If I go to all devices, I can see that the OS is personally owned work profile. This is the first thing. Second thing, if I just go to the Android specific device registrations, so here it is showing as a AD registered, the specific one, right? Devices AD registered. Now, if I move to the corporate, it will show as different thing altogether. Now, if you want to look at the other applications deployment, this is similar as any other applications that you do it. Like you can go to the Android store app, and this is where you have to just copy paste the Google Play Store URL. Let's say playstore.google. Let's say there's an application example. apps. I wanted to deploy example, some application, business applications, maybe. We might have taken subscription for this example we're giving. So just copy this URL and deploy as the application. So you can give, and you can show this as the feature application so that in the company portal application, it will come up there. So I'll just say this can be, this is another type of application, but in the real world, you would be using only one method, not like this, because you don't have a proper control, right? You should actually use a method called Android devices for work. That's a managed applications we would be using normally. Okay, let me also show other applications that you have. These are actually coming from a store. This is a completely uncontrolled, but this is a controlled, because all the applications that you are showing will be linked from your Google managed application. And also here built-in applications, which are nothing but these applications which Microsoft has already predefined. And this says that, I have some of the applications, this frequently used application kind of thing. You can check it. These applications are mostly coming from Microsoft and their partners. Okay, for example, Zoom application can be taken here, and this will be available, and then you can assign it. This is another way. And coming back to the web link, we have done for the YouTube, that also will come up. I should show that to you. Even line of business applications, if you package in this method, you can deploy it. Mostly what we will be doing is we would be actually using managed Google Play. Okay, now I'll take it to the next section, which is my corporate device enrollment options. Okay, so for that, so I have actually trying to show you in a different way. So I have a device. Okay, this is my a device. Okay, which has an Android. So I just already did the reset of this device. So I'm just starting this device. So let me put it here in an easy way so that you can see. So what I've done is I've taken the phone, Android phone. I did the reset the phone. Okay. So once you do the reset, what will happen? Come up with the screen right here. It should also ask for the what we do normally. We just continue further and then we give our Google account. Normal cases in a normal personal device, right? Is this the same case, right? So let me actually go to this. One second, where is this? This one. Let me present my screen. We have actually created this thing automatically. Okay, nothing to do here for the personal devices. But when it comes to the second one, which one we have to learn? The easiest one would be the second, this the one, right? The cross, like a corporate owned device with a work profile. This is what we are gonna learn now. So for this, we need to create here a profile to be created, right? Let me create a profile here. What is a profile? This is corporate owned devices with work profile, right, my friend? So I'm actually gonna talk about these three. Okay, out of that, the first one, I'm gonna do the enrollment process for corporate owned devices with work profile. Just click on that. So it will start asking you to create a profile. I'll just enter as this. That's it. As soon as I just click on create, the profile gets created. If I just click on this profile, it actually gives me a token. You see, I have a barcode, right? Now let me actually come back to my phone. Okay, so the same phone. Okay, so now at this screen, right? Let me minimize the screen. So in the backend, if you see here, you also have the barcode and my phone. you have two options, my friend. Okay, one is touch here 3 times. Okay, when you tap here 3 times, I didn't tap. Okay, there's a gap between my finger and the phone, but if I tap 3 times, it actually recognizes you're trying to do corporate enrollment. Okay, there's a first option. Clear? So let me do that. But before that also, yeah, let me actually do 3 times. Tap 1, 2, 3. So you see here, if anybody can quickly read here, it says that here it will come as notification. One more time, I'm just tapping 2 times only, but it says that, since I tapped 3 times, it says, hey, you're trying to enroll into a corporate, please install the QR code. If the QR code application is not available in this machine, without your Google Play account, it can install automatically an application called QR code application. Post to that, what will happen? It will open my camera. Okay, it's just searching for my Wi-Fi. So in case if I have a Wi-Fi, it will come up. Okay, I have multiple Wi-Fi's. Let me enter the passcode. I'm sorry. This is my Wi-Fi passcode. If I correctly remember, this is a lab one, not my production, but it should connect to this. Yeah, it's connected to that Wi-Fi. It is trying to get the QR code application. As simple as that. Let me also do one more. So the earlier phone is there now, that the bring your own device concept phone. I'm actually doing a reset because I also have to make it ready for you, so that we can do. So if you see here, it is actually opening in the backend camera. That's why if you see here, the phone is open with the camera, right? So if I just put this to this barcode, it will automatically read. Okay, so I'll just take it to 1 second. I'm just taking my phone to barcode to read. Okay, so just the phone is reading the barcode. No, it's not coming proper. It's not proper, seems to be. Yeah, so it has read that barcode. Clear? Anybody has a question? Just click on accept and continue.
There's a second method also. If you don't perform cure based, you could actually enter some keywords instead of your Gmail ID, and then it takes to the corporate enrollment process. But we would look into that later.
If you don't tap it, other one, you need to enter a specific keyword instead of the user ID. That is the email, Gmail account. Instead of the Gmail account, you can enter something called Android. A stands for Android for work, and with the hash setup. Then it would take it to the same setup, the same screen. Okay, this is one way, one other way of doing. Okay, so let's do that in another device, that method.
There could be a question in general normally, like is this all the process is going to done by end user or to the IT help desk team? So both the people can do it. See, at the end, what they need is they need the QR code, right? If you gave that QR code to your company people, they can simply enroll it on their own. So meaning other way, what would happen is you actually purchase the mobile devices and you directly ship it to them, or you will simply ship them, and then they could simply scan the QR code which you sent over the email, and simply they can enroll this process. I mean, they can follow all this process to enroll. So it all depends on how you set it up, the process. But in general, you could do this and you could ship them. But most of the companies, they actually ask the end user to do it because it's more interactive and they're going to do it on their own. So that's the easiest way, in fact. And there's another option also, like you have a Apple Business Manager. Similarly, Google Business deploy management also option also available. So if you have a Samsung kind of thing, you could buy there, and you could configure all that configuration profile things and simply send them, so that from a factory itself it will go for the end user, a corporate device.
Users also can do this, but what we do is we actually ship it. The process is the token we would be sending to the end users. This is another phone which is doing the reset. This is from Huawei, so it's a factory reset. But in ideal case, if you are getting a new phone, it will be in a normal condition. So it's done. If you see here, the button is done coming. I'll just say click on done. Because here it's going to ask for the sign up things also. That's why this is the first thing, which is it is opening the Chrome as an application. So this is where I need to enter my account details. Okay, so let me enter here my account details, my friends. Okay, I'm going to enter the passcode. Hey, you don't have a passcode. Please first set the screen passcode, right? So I need to set the these things. I thought this is the best way to manage. So I think I can set this 6-digit passcode kind of thing. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 6. Oh, my passcode, child best friend. I think you all enter my name maybe. I'm entering AA. This for now. If this is meets the compliance, it will proceed further. Okay, now it's done. Now it is asking for the some of the applications it's going to install, the minimum applications, like a company application. If you see here, Authenticator, company portal. These are the additional applications which may or may not be a mandatory now. But if it is a mandatory application, it will show here. So click on next. So in the backend, other applications gets installed. The final step is to set up to register this device. So final ask to sign into this device. So it's asking one more time the passcode. So I have to go back and find out the passcode. Yes, that's a passcode. Let me enter. Open. Called zero touch deployment. If you see here the screen, this is the article which I'm gonna tell you. So normally this is other way of doing. You can also customize few things directly if you purchase the devices. Something called a Google Enterprise portal will be there, a dedicated portal. From there you can purchase, you can provision the applications, and you can provision your device custom settings, all of that. Okay, so here next, registering our device. See, these are we customized initially. Come on. So next, choose a device category. Again, I'm saying here corporate. In this case, click OK. Okay, done. This configuration is now almost everything is done. Now it's back, but it is asking now me to enter the personal account. You know why it is asking a personal account on my corporate device? Because we have chosen this one, right? You remember? We also chosen this method, corporate owned device with a work profile, meaning he also have the personal profile, right? That's why it is asking. So it's up to me to enter my Gmail ID or not. So in my case, I'm not going to enter. But if you enter, what will happen? You can go and access your Google Play Store and install Facebook, Twitter, or whatever it is, the applications, the way you want it, like WhatsApp, all of that can be accessed. Okay, I'm just going to the home page. Okay, now if you see the applications here, the things which are coming under a briefcase or lock. So these are coming from your company, right? Your Outlook, your Play Store. Okay, these all are coming from there. So some of them, if you just scroll down also, it will start showing, sorry, something open. If I just go to the Play Store, I should see my PowerPoint application, right? Because we pushed as a PowerPoint. So I can see here as the available application, but some of them are installing state. If you see, Teams is getting installed. Outlook got already installed. Okay, so if I want, maybe I need to just go here and search it. Let's say in a real world you might have maybe 20 to 30 applications. Okay, this is something related to the phone, so I'll just phone specific, this Vivo specific. You can search here. If you have in 20-30 applications, you can search it properly and find what is that application you want to install. Let's say whatever you search it, like in this case PowerPoint example, you just search with that keys, it will come up with the best matching. So in our case PowerPoint, if you want, we can say install. It's going to install for us the application. Okay, yeah, so this is a normal enrollment for the corporate devices with work profile. So if I want my personal applications, what I'll do, I'll just go to my Play Store. In this case, this is a personal application store, right? Google Play Store. In case if I have a Google account, then I can go ahead and install whatever the applications I wanted. There's no restrictions on this. And one more major thing you need to remember here, you see here, this is phone is from Chinese phone, the Vivo. So their Vivo store is there, which we don't want actually. Themes are coming from there, and some of the Vivo specific applications, Amazon, WhatsApp, they have pre-provision everything here. Okay, so which we don't want. For example, you see Chrome browser, which is data thefting. They theft all the passwords, all of your key inputs, all of these. This is like a spyware kind of thing. So these things we definitely don't encourage to install on corporate devices. So in that situation, this is not a good use case or good option to give it to the end users. But there's a use case that we must have to secure, and also we must have to secure at the same time. We must have to give the user has a flexibility to install their own application. This is the only way when you have a corporate device. Okay, now let's go back to my other screen, okay, where I'm going to share. Where is this? Yeah, go to meeting. Yeah, here I'll share my screen. This. So if you want to do it for corporate devices, fully managed, here just click on this. We will move this slider to yes to no, no to yes. So in this case, yes. Then, so if I go to the devices, now I have another device type. This time the ownership is clearly showing as the corporate. Device ownership is corporate. The policy is not yet enrolled, seems to be. Okay, let me log on and force the policy settings so that it will come up. Where is this company portal? Sorry, company portal. I'll just do, or I can do it from here, right? So I can go click here, select that. Okay, you have here wipe option also.
Can you show this in Azure?
Yeah, I'm going to, yeah, that's a second question, right? So just have to refresh here. Okay, now both were Azure AD registered in this case, the devices. You can see the applications that are installed will come up here, whatever it is there. So web link that was still waiting for the status. Okay, so from all devices, now this user has 3 devices as of now. So we'll enroll last other option also, which takes some time. So let's do that for Android enrollment. This. So if you want to do it for corporate devices, fully managed, here just click on this. We will move this slider to yes to no, no to yes. So in this case, yes. Then enrollment, we're talking about corporate owned, fully managed user device. So this will be very interesting, where you will not have any applications on the device. Okay, so we have this. So I also wanted to tell you about the zero touch. You also have from Google, there's a portal called Zero Touch Portal. So you can provision the required deployments within here. Okay, for this, you need to have the access to the required partners portal. Then you can also configure here a few of the settings. Okay, so more information is here it is. So device requirements, this is what the devices configuration, at least it should be there. And the devices you need to buy from a partner site, and then also can be managed for automatic enrollment. Okay, but we can also do the simple type of it with this enrollment also, of course. Okay, meaning if you have the token and the remaining settings are already can also be configured in the zero touch portal if you have the access. So that's a different, but why he's coming is this zero touch portal for Google, sorry, for the iOS devices. You have an option called zero touch portal, Apple deploy.apple.com. So there you are actually configuring everything there as the corporate devices. So that's why you also have a mechanism to configure from here. Okay, you can learn more information in this case. So once you configure this, so we have already configured these settings. With this, we are proceeding further. So one more thing is here within this profile configuration, we also configure with the specific profiles also, right? We also have here a policy for corporate, one policy for these things, corporate. So let me make one more time other device. Now I'm talking about uh, the corporate enrollment. So it's a normal, you can just go. This is a normal phone, reset it. So I'll just choose the whatever the region, all of that. It's a broken phone. If you want to practice, you can buy from someone second-hand phone, and you can also do the practice. So just say next, just connect to my Wi-Fi. So now if you see here, what we do normally, we will enter here our password, or email ID, right? Everybody is attentive right here. So
Yes.
instead of that, what we do is we will enter a word called, also explaining why we call this shortcut. E stands here for Android. Okay. F stands for, okay. W stands for for work. That is AFW stands for Android for work. Okay, so that you can easily remember. I'm just trying to explain. Okay, and then you can put it as the setup. Okay, so here SETUP. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to enroll this device into Android for work with a setup. So simply, if you just click on next this time, this will recognize, hey, this is for Android for work. If you could notice here somewhere earlier, it was coming as Android for work, right? In light green with a white color. So from here on, if you notice, the previous steps, whatever we have done, is the same. Now, this also asks for the barcode, which I need to give here. Actually, what we do is we would send the device along with the barcode. Okay, barcode will be in an email. Device is a physically shipped. Just power. So it says that it's opening the enroll this device with a code provided by your IT admin. I hope everybody is able to read. If not, clear the text, right? Device policy to take a picture or video. Hello. Then in the backend, it is actually my screen. If you see here, it is actually reading. The camera is open here, my phone's camera with this. So I have here the barcode. Okay, so I'm just taking my phone to this place. Immediately, it has read that barcode and it is trying to enroll. This is a corporate owned. Okay, next. Yeah, it is trying. Okay, and it is asking. So it has already enrolled with that, seems to be. It is asking for the what is the user who's going to use. So I'm just entering here the user ID. Hope you're able to see. And then click on next. Okay, it's the same steps, right? If you remember with the previous one, enrollment, it's a one and the same. The difference is the device. Inside the device, the applications will go off.
Personal applications, right?
So with this is a Huawei, right?
Personal
so
or
Huawei specific application. You cannot have a personal. You cannot have a personal. Okay. So set up your registration.
Maybe pre-installed apps will also removed, right?
Exactly. Is it Sridhar?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, good. You're on top of it.
So I need to enter here the user account. In this case, I would like to drive the different user account, and post to this, I have to enter the password, and then the device gets registered and installed automatically. And you could see all these steps automatically. I have actually captured on a different video, and then I'm trying to show you, but in general all these steps gets done. And later point, you would notice here there's no app.
The phone. So all of the things was gone. Now if you see here, this is the same phone, right? The Vivo specific applications were there. So everything is gone here. Okay, there's nothing available except what we have approved. Okay, see, you can see here it will show as a deleted by your admin. Your YouTube also will go off. BTM, all these were there. Even UC browser I was talking about, news, all of them were taken out by this profile. Okay, all these has been gone, and you have only the applications that you approve. Slack or whatever the application you approve only will be there on the user. See the applications, for example, Slack is there. So this is the case with the corporate enrollment. Device categories we have actually created, if you remember here. Okay, just to populate so that users knows that even though this is a corporate device, they can also select sales team, so that sales team specific applications can be automatically deployed, because we can create a dynamic group based on this category. So for this one, I'm going to show you for this one. This is going to be a single application kind of thing. So it's like this. The way you create is this is going to be dedicated. So I'll just say dedicated. Okay, the token type is based on the dedicated device, or you can also associate with the Azure AD shade mode, meaning the device can be log in with the Azure AD user code or with a dedicated, and when it's going to expire, post to this you also get the code automatically. Same thing, you're going to actually give it to your show token. You're enrolled with this code. Same thing, same process, the same. There's no difference. Okay, so this is how you're going to use it, and we are not going to work on this specific one. Android device administration. In fact, if nobody actually works on this, so it says that device administration tool has been superseded by Android Enterprise, and also we recommend use to Android Enterprise. Older method to manage. Nobody uses this. Okay, that concludes the Android enrollment process, including the application deployment. What we did not talk is we did not talk about the app protection.
Thank you for watching this. I will catch you in the next lecture, which is mentioned within this description of the video. You could check out that, which is the Intune Training Series Part 5, and we'll continue from there with more about the Intune for the app protection policies and other stuff that we need to do it for the Apple devices also. Thank you, and we'll catch you there. Please do not forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon to get more notifications and share with an Intune community.